Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. People, Champions League has gone on tonight. Chelsea's narrowly beating Benfica 1-0 at Stamford Bridge. Liverpool losing back-to-back games. Them jokers over there lost away in Turkey to Galatasaray. Spurs with a valiant effort, 2 apiece against Bodo Glint, but I know Spurs fans, well, some Spurs fans, I should say, aren't happy with the football that's being played and the performances. But this is a Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, so get your questions in. I know the vast majority will be about the Champions League, people. I know this is supposed to be the Chelsea show, but all the Chelsea lot weren't around, so that's why I turned it into a sports Q&A. But we'll still be discussing Chelsea as well, so get your questions in. If you are a member of the channel, your question takes priority like a super chat, people. So if you're a member, make sure if you're a member at any level and you ask a question, I'll star it and make sure I get to it. Same way if you super chat. So they're the 2 surefire ways to make sure I get to your question, people. Either join the membership or super chat. But big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up everyone supporting. Make sure you run up the likes though. Hit the like button on the video, people. Pay the tax when you're in the city. So hit the like button, share out across all the socials. And yes, it's flawless. At Sarcasm City TV. At Sarcasm City TV. And yes, it's flawless. On Twitter, Instagram, all those things. And just as important, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well, people. So let me bring in some of the gang that are in the cut. Alam's here, Jez is here. What you man telling me, man? What's going on? What's going on?
Yo, what are you saying?
I'm blessed. Alam, what you saying? You good?
Yeah. I was well. I watched the Chelsea match. It was okay. So we're here.
I like that. Make sure you lot subscribe to both Alam's channel as well. Big up Vikran every single time. Big up Canal. Dunsey, if you want the link, let me know. Big up to this guy full of energy and life. Big up to Strasbourg, Steve in the cut as well. Do one of your teams play today?
Benfica.
Yeah, Benfica. Outside of Benfica, though.
Also, Bayern played as well.
Bayern won. So you 1-1, man.
Yeah. Well, the other one was against Paphos, so I was happy about that. 5-1. Nice.
You 1-1. Hey, some teams have lost 2 games this week, man. It could be worse. Just saying.
Hey, some teams are unbeaten. Some teams are unbeaten.
Yeah, some teams are unbeaten. You know,
that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Because the Bodo Glimt. Yeah.
Hey, man. Some teams' record sign is 008, but like I said, no names, no questions.
Yeah, not mine. My striker at Newcastle. You know, he scores on his debut. You know, against Wolves.
Yeah, just
actually impacted the game.
All right, anyways, on that bombshell before this golf show gets out of it anymore control, Alam, over to you, the most sane person alongside me on this stream. Thoughts on the victory against Benfica? Obviously, it was important. You lot got the win, not only because of the defeat against Brighton, also the defeat against Bayern Munich as well. So, yeah, thoughts on it?
Yeah, they weren't particularly good or particularly shit. I think the fans are in a rough spot where, because we haven't been playing well, people want like a reaction or something to really make people feel better about what's going on. But if you look at the starting 11 that we had, there was really no chance that was going to happen. If you look at a lineup or an 11 with Garnacho and Buonanotte, like it's just not, it's not a lineup that's going to do anything for you. Like this is honestly the best I think you could get, which is just a win that wasn't a deserved loss. And that's what we got. So, I mean, like I said, considering that's what the best I thought we could do today, to get that is fine. Like, I'm not complaining by any means. But yeah, this definitely wasn't the platform to have anything happen that would make us feel better. So maybe on the weekend against Liverpool, that could happen. Obviously, they didn't look good today. We're going to pray for 009 come this weekend. But yeah, all things considered, like, you could only get so much out of a game like this. Benfica, obviously, they have a new manager with Mourinho, and there's always a threat of a new manager bounce.
But we're still shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, do they have a new manager because they're shit?
Why are you shouting at us for, man?
We're still shit.
This guy's shouting at us. Yo.
That's how it works. People
shit.
I'm not Tom Bowley. Goddamn.
This fucking idiot. This fucking idiot manager. It's like the other idiot Benfica manager. This fucking, disabled.
Right, I'm sorry to interrupt. Hey, Steve, give us your thoughts on the loss to Chelsea.
I didn't know I changed my name to Rui Costa now.
Yo, serious. Usually, hey, I'm used to getting blamed for United results, but this is a new one for Benfica. This is new for me. I've been blamed for many United results, but when it comes to
terrible.
Benfica, sorry, Alam. Floor is yours, my G.
Sorry.
No, that was me wrapping up. I was just saying, like, they're pretty shit. So that's
Yeah.
part of the reason why we didn't like lose or anything, but we didn't play particularly great.
Hey, Steve, floor's yours, man. Thoughts on the loss to?
Give me a second. I need to fucking compose.
All right, no stress. Yo, you saying, Jan? You good? Even know if you was there or not. I didn't know what you was doing. It's all good.
I'm on my phone, so it's so annoying.
Yeah, it's all good. No stress. No stress. You all blessed though and everything, yeah?
Yeah,
you all good and everything.
Good, yeah. How are you?
Calm. Yeah, all good. Steve just wilding out, being Steve.
Oh my God, yo!
What's he saying now?
Steve just started shouting at us because Benfica lost. I
was talking about Chelsea. I said the word Benfica once, and he just screamed.
he just lost it, yo. Oh shit, yo, Steve, it's all right, man. You'll be all right, man. We've been here before. You'll feel better after the show, man. Don't worry about it. But yeah, Alam, as you finish with your analysis on the
game. That's it.
All right, cool. Hey, Steve, go on. Floor's yours, man. Which game did you watch? Did you watch that game or did you?
Unfortunately, I watched the game. Yeah, I wish I did it. Fucking
all right.
I told people if you're gonna watch a game tonight, you watch Atleti Frankfurt, 6 goals. Atleti balled out again, or Marseille Ajax. Marseille balled out. Pim slapped Ajax. Fuck! I wish I watched either one of them. But no, I'm loyal to a fault, and I watched these dickheads play, and it was awful. There was one half chance Pavlidis had in the entire game. That's it. Otherwise, it was arsonists fucking up every attack. It was the supposedly poor backline of Chelsea not getting tested at all. They just didn't do much. Didn't play with actual wingers. That's kind of an issue.
Wait, is that number 11 not a winger for you lot? The number 11, I forgot his name. You signed him, no, because I asked Jez about him. Is he not a winger?
Ivanovic?
The number.
I didn't tell you. I didn't end up checking whose name it was. My bad.
Nah, but you said that you told me that you had signed.
You told me. I know you were. You were asking about Lukebakio. That was number 11.
That's it. Is he not a winger?
He is, but okay. Sorry, let me correct myself. You didn't
play
a winger on the other.
You know I'm not as well. Go on.
Mourinho didn't play with a winger on the other side, so all of our fucking attacks are going down the right hand side. All of them. Sudakov got none of the ball on the other side. Why the fuck he's playing left wing and then Arsene is too? I have no fucking idea. Every fucking Benfica manager plays this arsonist guy, this fucking leprechaun, bald Norwegian piece of shit.
What's his name?
Just runs around. Bro, he's a fucking scrub. Don't ask fucking North side about
his name though.
His name is Frederick Arsenis.
Arsenis. That sounds like a Hoyland slander name. That's interesting.
Yeah. He's shit. He's a utility player that works hard, and like he got on the end of opportunities tonight and we didn't score because he's not fucking good. But anyways, every manager at Chelsea plays him like every manager at United plays Bruno. It's a big mistake and it costs them their job. Against fucking Rio Ave, last minute of the game on a week ago today, watches the motherfucker dribble and shoot and score. We drop points in the league to Rio Ave. We go 1-0 down against Gil Vicente. It's Arsenis as well at fault. So then he decides, okay, yeah, fuck it. I'll play him as a winger today. Like this Arsenis guy, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with him. Fuck him. He needs to fuck off. But
he was number 8, right? He was number 8, Arsenis.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was poor.
Yeah, he just runs around, does a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, that's what I seen today. It was just him running around because Benfica actually did well getting into Chelsea's final third and actually getting around.
The build-up was too slow. I still thought we allowed them to organize too much.
What I'm saying is, though, if you had more cutting edge going forward, I think you could have scored.
We played actual wingers. If we played Lukebakio alongside another winger, and Dedic, the guy doesn't going forward doesn't offer enough. So we never troubled Chelsea at all in that entire game. I was like, yo, as soon as they scored, I'm like, it's game over. And the goal, Dedic loses out on Garnacho, and then it's an own goal.
Shocking for Rio.
Yeah,
why
but at
he's
the
in
same
that.
time, it's bad, but
Clear the ball. Why are
Yeah.
you panicking? There's no one around you. You could have took a touch.
yeah. But this is what happens, bro. Like people are like, oh, Benfica could totally win. He could totally. Mate, we were never gonna win that. Benfica struggle against Karabakh, which is a team full of fucking comrades. The former USSR Azerbaijan. So we're losing to Comrade FC, and then
you mean Karabakh?
Karabakh, yeah,
Oh, I see.
the team with the
Karabakh.
unicorns in the logo, and that are basically a bunch of comrades. Yes. Yeah. No, seriously, they have
So
unicorns.
Mourinho's, you saying Mourinho's not got any form of like new manager bounce as of yet?
No, not really. We look worse attacking. And I didn't like us. Yeah. And we don't really look all that more defensively secure. Like, okay, tonight I didn't think that we were going to concede. Like, after the Garnacho goal, that was more down to Chelsea forwards being ass, if I'm being honest. Their forwards are not very good. I don't think
it was Tyreek George, Buonanotte, Garnacho, and Neto. That was the four that started.
Yeah, the best one there is Neto by a mile.
It felt remarkably similar to like our front lines from the Conference League last year.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was not fun
And
to
we
watch.
played like a fucking Conference League team, bro.
Yeah, that wasn't that different from last year.
No, and it wasn't that difficult. You don't need much to beat Benfica, bro. Like all this fucking Jose Aura stuff. Like, fuck you, man. You people don't watch football no more. All this Jose Aura stuff. Mate, his downfall is he plays with fucking 10 men. Antonio Silva injured as well. So who the fuck's gonna play center back for the first time in like 3 years? That's been Araujo for fucking Silva is a really big downgrade. My point is with Benfica, we're not going to win a game in Europe. I could tell when Benfica are going to have remarkably bad European campaigns or when we'll have a surprisingly good one. Last year we had our really good one. The year before that was horse shit because we were coming off of a really good one. So we go really good, really bad, really good, really bad. So this year's going to be really bad. Like you start off losing 3-2 to Karabakh at home. For fuck's
that's
sake.
crazy. That losing to Karabakh.
When you lead 2-0, 16 minutes into the game, and you get outplayed by Gurban Gurbanov and his Karabakh side. That's the manager's name, Gurban Gurbanov. He's a real comrade out here, right? So, yeah, he's a comrade, bro. He's a former USSR brother. So, look, when you get outplayed by a bunch of comrades and then a few Brazilians in there and a Moroccan, you're fucked, bro. At home. At
home is the craziest part that you lost that to them at home.
So when that happens to you, and then you're playing a Chelsea B or C team, you're right. Alam said it. It's basically a Chelsea Conference League team. You fall to a limp 1-0 defeat away from home. You don't create any real chances outside of the Pavlidis one. Exactly. Yeah, look at your fucking face. What did they actually create?
I'm contemplating what you're saying. It's crazy. But it's right.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a terrible European campaign. We have Porto this weekend. We're fucking done there because Porto are way better than last season.
Mm-hmm. I watched them yesterday. They were really good.
Yeah.
So there's no chance of top 24 for Benfica in your opinion?
No.
Damn.
You can't get into the top 24 not winning any games.
I mean, put it this way: that Karabakh game was probably one of the very few games that you think they should win. And
that's the one that you look at and go, yeah, that's a free point.
That should be guaranteed 3 points.
As rubbish as Newcastle are, I think Newcastle will beat Benfica at St. James like a 1-0, some stinky 1-0 win.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a loss. They host Leverkusen, that's a loss. Away to Ajax, draw. Hosting Napoli, loss. Away to Juventus, draw. Maybe, loss. I don't know. Who knows with Juve? And then hosting Real Madrid, loss. There's no wins with Benfica in Europe this year. So yeah, Benfica are fucking rubbish. Chelsea, congrats on your fucking stinky win. It must feel great.
They needed a win, so it makes sense, especially after the Bayern Munich game as well.
Yeah.
Because of the loss. Yeah. To Kalari said thoughts on Rios. Wasn't he very sought after in the summer? He was heavily linked in the summer. It sounds crazy what I'm about to say, but I think he was actually decent today. It's just
Yes, he's a good player, but like having those kind of play, if you have good midfielders in your team but you don't create chances, all that work goes to waste, really.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, if your team does not actually carry any sort of threat, you can do your job in midfield. Kudos to you. Like I don't notice I didn't complain about Rio. I mean, the own goal is tragic, but it's a fuck up. It's one goal. It's early in the game. Chelsea have fucking a hologram in goal, and they have two very average center backs. The game is still on. Like Brighton, Benfica talent level is similar, at least you could say. You could even say they have a much better manager in reputation, Mourinho over Hutzela, and they won 3-1, albeit Chelsea had a red. So the game's not over. But guess what? The game is over because the way we attack, we're too fucking conservative. The buildup is slow. There's no actual winger on the left, so everything goes down the right. There's no overlap on the right. There's no chance creation. So you can have a good game in midfield for Benfica, but it doesn't really mean anything because all the other parts and pieces and the approach is not. Yeah.
No, I get you. Yeah. I fully get what you're saying. Yo, Jazz, I know you was watching multiple games. Which game did you watch? I actually forgot.
No, I was only watching the Atleti Frankfurt game.
It was worth the watch, I bet, right?
Yeah.
No. I knew it was gonna be. I told Mike was saying like the games were stinky today. I told him, nah, bro. If people say the games are stinky, more times than not, they end up being good.
Yeah, you just watched the wrong games. Yeah, because I watched Chelsea.
I heard Galatasaray like.
Yeah, I heard they packed up Liverpool. Like I did.
I do want to say though.
Go
on. Go ahead, Jan.
I was gonna ask Jan, did you watch any of the games?
No.
Yeah, I know
I went out for lunch. It's like 12 o'clock. It kicked off. So
yeah, back to normality. Yeah, it's all good. No, that's stupid question.
I've not even watched that many City games this season. Yeah. Unless I'm in the stadium, I probably haven't seen most of it. But yeah, no, I heard that they like Liverpool fans themselves.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Fuck Liverpool. I gotta do this.
This guy is so angry.
Since they lost to Arsenal, he's been crashing out. People go check it on the Clip channel. Ever since the Gabriel scored that late winner, he's been crashing. Steve's been pissed at what's going on. What going, Jan? Sorry, what were you saying about Liverpool fans were saying about the defeat?
No, they were just saying like there was a few. Obviously, I didn't watch a second of the game, so I don't know. But they were kind of saying like, obviously the Wirtz is not playing well, so I assume he didn't have a good game. And then City fans were saying that Gundogan was, running the midfield at 35. So I didn't watch it, so I can't comment and be like, yeah, that exactly happened. But I mean, I love Gundogan. It doesn't surprise me for him to have a good performance regardless of his age. Like I think he's a great player. Like obviously he is older, he doesn't have the legs that he once had, but he's a very clever footballer. So it wouldn't surprise me if he did have a good game. Obviously I can't really judge because I didn't watch the game, but from what I heard they weren't creating very much. I think Isak had 4 touches. Which they get onto Haaland for. Haaland has 4 touches. He ain't a good striker because he only had 4 touches. So I'm now hearing that Isak had 4 touches. I know he didn't play the full game, to be fair to him. He did come on late, I think. But yeah, that's what I heard. But I'm not going to sit here and make out like I watched it and there was shit because I didn't. Yeah. I'm just second-hand information, guys.
Yeah, 4 touches is crazy. I knew that was struggle, but 4 touches. Go on, Jess.
No. He did. Like even I put like in the watch long group chat on WhatsApp. I put the screenshots and everything there. But I didn't obviously watch Liverpool because like I was mainly watching the Athletic game and I joined like the end bit of the Liverpool game and
Big up Julian Alvarez, man. He's
that's my guy. That's one of the best players in the world.
But one thing I say
that we had him at the same time as Haaland. Do you know what I mean? Like, it'd be better if, like, one
If
of
they're
them was
both
older
together.
and one was younger, so you could have both at the same time, but they both can't develop at City. Like, he's too good to hold the bench, and Haaland's too good to be dropped. So it's a shame, but I love Alvarez. Brilliant player.
No, he was really like Atleti just overall I felt like was really good. Like
They just woke
obviously I knew
Atleti were terrible before the Real Madrid derby on Saturday, and actually also before the Rayo Vallecano game on last midweek. They were good. I heard. I didn't watch that one. They were good against Villarreal as well. They start off their season terribly though. Like I watched.
now to be fair to him, obviously I think he started at the beginning of the season, then got injured, and then obviously terrible form continued. But you knew that somebody like him had to come back. But that's why I was making so much noise about Atleti in terms of having to do something this season, because they have good players there, at least in the attack. So goals are there to be scored. And I think this was a mistake versus Liverpool when they played them, where once they equalized, they went back to just sitting back. And I feel like Simeone just made a mistake with that when you have the quality to go on attack teams. Ironically, the defense is shocking, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why even the goal that they conceded was a poor goal to concede, even though it was some good individual class by the Frankfurt players. But Simeone team doesn't concede goals like that. So I felt like they have definitely players to make some noise in the Champions League as dark horses, but it will probably be the defense that will let them down.
Yeah, Oblak can only do so much. Oblak and also their backup left back Javi Galan is trash. But Llorente is a brilliant.
They're relying a lot on the brilliance of the likes of Alvarez. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like not
And
that
Barrios, Pablo
but
Barrios. Oh,
yeah, there's a few players in their squad that they're relying on, and
yeah,
obviously
but that goes for
works
almost
in the
any
Champions League though. It can
that
because
goes. Yeah,
you know. Sorry.
That's cool. It's cool. By the way, that was Galatasaray.
Steve, you can interrupt him. Go on, Steve. Carry on. Man.
I was just gonna say, that's the Galatasaray clean sheet today. That was their first clean sheet in Europe since August 15th, 2023.
Hey, make
against
sure
Olimpia Ljubljana.
For the Bayesian show, make sure you write that stat in the chat afterwards or
Okay.
send it me. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
That's Galatasaray's first clean sheet in over 2 years when they played a Slovenian team.
Damn. The seeing them lot get, obviously I didn't watch the game, but I heard that he was terrible. And what about Vert? Like I just seen his numbers then. That's what I was looking at, because his numbers popped up on the algorithm, like 0 chances created. Jay, you know, his jewels, like he's losing out, etc. Big price tag, and now man's gone 008 because he was
That's the thing
the game.
Because it's the problem is when you come in with that price tag on your back, it's heavy. Like, and the thing is, I have no doubt that Wirtz is going to go on and be a good player. I don't think he's, you know, people say, oh, he's finished. No, like, people are way too reactionary. Like, he will be a good player. He is a good player. He will click. When you join a new team, this happens a lot at City. You don't know where people are going to be. You don't understand the players playing around. You have to learn that with time. You train with them. You learn where they're going to be. Do you think Kevin De Bruyne needed to think about where Haaland was? He knew where he was. That ball was going in before anyone else has a chance to think about it. So you need to build with the players in your team. You need to adapt. It's going to take time. He's not going to, I mean, for that price tag, everyone expects you to hit the ground running. They do. But realistically, it doesn't usually happen like that. So I expect him to be good, but I do think at the same time, Liverpool fans didn't help themselves because they were saying he's top 5 players in the league when he joins. And it's like, how can you say someone is top 5 in a league that they've never played in? You don't know. You could have Messi come to the Premier League and it's unlikely because it's Messi, but he could play in the Prem and score 5 goals for the whole season. You just don't know. So you can't say, Messi's the best player in the world, or he was the best player in the world. But you can't say he's top in the Prem because we haven't seen him in the Prem yet. So I think it's one of them things. I think because they added pressure to Wirtz. So Wirtz already had pressure with the price tag. Them saying he's the best player, he's clear of everyone else. I was hearing he's clear of all the City players, he's this, he's that.
Yeah.
Now you put the pressure on him now So now when he's come in and he needs time to adapt, no one's giving you that time.
Yeah, there ain't no
know?
time to adapt.
You've been
Yeah,
trying
no,
to
no,
Jack Grealish
the
for 4
game,
years,
the game,
saying he's
the
not good
game.
enough. He cost 100 million. He needs to be doing more.
Facts.
And then now
Yes.
your players come in for that, and now you're basically. And this is why with football, I try not to say too much, because anything can happen, and it can happen to
your
you.
powder
Something
dry.
that you're
But the
laughing
thing
at a rival
it is-
for this year,
Because
that
you know
could
what
be
it
happening
is.
to you next year.
Because heavy is the head that wears the crown. The reason why I'm
Yeah.
saying you have to hit the ground running, you're a world
Yeah.
record. You
Yeah,
don't get
yeah.
no adapting period.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Same,
You don't, I'm
same,
sorry, you don't get no. If you are a world record, there is no adapting period. Because on the flip side, the
Yeah.
reason why I'm critical of him, not only because
Yeah.
it's Liverpool and it's fucked them forever, it's also if he was performing well, what did he say? So
yeah,
if it
yeah,
was
yeah,
him,
yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
had got 4 goals and 5 assists and was balling out, we'd be hearing how he's the greatest ever.
Yeah,
And how
yeah,
he's
yeah.
But hold on,
It's
Flawless.
true,
I
it's
have a
true.
question. I have a question though.
Go on.
You say that, but according to certain fan bases, it don't matter how you perform because we were winning games. We were unbeaten. You only lost 1 game in like how many games? Hold on a second, bro. Hold on a second,
Wait,
bro.
Jez, you're telling me that your fans are freaking out because you drew a Bodo Glimt.
No, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
But that's why I don't hear it or I'm not with it. And I'm the same whether it's my United players, the United manager, or rival players, because people it's give them time when they're not performing. But when they're performing, there's no give them time. People try that with Amrim you lot forced him out the job and he came halfway through the season. If he had performed, you wouldn't be talking about when he joined. But now because it's gone bad, it's none of that. World record feat, and you surrounded by quality. Not only is Vert's quality, you've joined the team in the league that I've just won, and you're surrounded by quality. Like Isak's not there, Ekatike's there, Salah's there, Gakpo's there, McAllister's there, Gravenberch is there, Alisson's there, Van Dijk, Kanate, Frimpong, Kirkes. There's no excuse. It's not like you have to do a carry job. You are help.
Say as well is Ekatike has actually hit the ground running. Out of the signings, he's come in.
He's been brilliant.
He didn't need no adapting period.
No, he didn't. He came in. He's hit the ground.
And I don't want to hear Bundesliga talks either. It's the same league. He joined from the worst team. It's not under Bundesliga. Just saying.
Yeah.
See, okay. Flaws, you know what I would say though? I would say, I can between the club and the fan base, I can just tell Liverpool has never done this before. Like that's a part of what we're seeing. That they have
they're virgins. They're acting like virgins.
Bro, they've never done so that's the thing. You buy young
bunch of fucking internet virgins. Yeah, exactly.
Yo, Steve, how excited since Sunday, bro.
Don't cut you off a lot. They are, and this is why I keep saying heavy is the head that wears the crown. City had to go through it. Chelsea went through it. Manchester United have gone through it. When you are the top dog and you are the best team in the league and you are the standard, everybody goes through every detail with a fine-tooth comb and will pick and nitpick at every single thing.
I was saying this before as well, like when you're the champions, you're then the team to beat. And this is why winning the league is one thing, retaining it is another. And it's not that simple. And I said at the start of the season, I said about a week ago, and everyone thought I was crazy. This is before this weekend. I said, I think City will win the league, right? Which I'm never confident about City.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's the wildest.
Exactly,
like
right.
You saying City are going to win the league. That's crazy.
And I said that.
Chill out over there, yeah.
For 2 reasons, right? One of the reasons is it's... I believe that any one of us 3 could win the league. I don't think anyone outside of Arsenal, Liverpool, and City. I don't think anyone, obviously everyone can mathematically at the moment, but I don't think anyone outside of them 3 will realistically win the league. But when I look at them 3 teams, I see Arsenal, who have been getting closer. It looks like they've got a good team. They've improved their team. They've got all the ingredients to win the league. The only thing I would say about Arsenal that they don't have is the experience to actually get over the line. And I do think their manager is not the best. I don't think Arteta, and I used to rate Arteta, and I don't mind him, but I don't think he has that, you know, he's not like a Pep. You know, he's not got that mentality. So can he win it? Yes. I'm not going to rule him out. He can win it. But I think if it's close in the last month, I don't think he wins it. The only way Arsenal win it for me is if they go 10, 12, 15 points clear and Liverpool and City just can't get there. That's the only way I see Arsenal winning it. Liverpool, they've just won it. They've improved their squad. These players could click anytime, you know, so they could click in January and just go unbeaten for the rest of the season because they have the best team. They've got backups this year. Liverpool, the issue with Liverpool that they've had over the years is they've had one starting 11 that's brilliant and the bench has been a big dropper. So when a player gets injured or, you know, Salah is not performing, they had no one else to bring on. I think they've fixed that issue now. And I think Liverpool actually have a much better squad. So Liverpool could go and win it. I'm not ruling out Liverpool at all. And then Man City, I don't think our team's as bad as people like to make out. I really don't think it is. Everyone's making out like City are shit. I don't think we are. And also Pep Guardiola. If we didn't have Pep Guardiola, I probably wouldn't be saying that I think City will win the league, to be fair. But that man, he can pull something out the bag. So I'm not here saying City are definitely going to win it because, like I say, at the moment, any of us three could win it. City could fall off. We could continue to lose games. We could lose our next game. We could lose a few games after that, and it might look a bit different. You know, if teams go 15, 20 points ahead of us, we're not going to win it from there. Do you know what I mean? But if it stays close going into next year and, you know, February, March, if we're still within sort of 6, 7, 8 points, I think City have a good chance of winning it. But I do think with the retaining it, it's not quite as simple. Like City last season at this stage were top of the league. And we hadn't lost at this stage in the season after forfeiting. And then we ended up having a shit couple of months. Next minute, we're nowhere near. And then we managed to crawl ourselves back in the last year from 2025 onwards. City actually did all right in the league. We were one of the top performers in the league. And that's how we ended up in third. But it was one of them. It took like 1-2 months of terrible results. And we weren't in the title race anymore. So anything can happen. I'm not going to put any money on City winning the league for certain, but
so you're not that confident. Okay.
I'm not saying we're definitely winning it right now. I think if I had to say who's going to win it, I can't tell you between the three. I think all three of us have at the moment an equal chance. I think the only thing we and like City and Liverpool have over Arsenal is that we've done it before. But Arsenal arguably have the better squad in terms of what they have at their disposal than us. So that's why I think at the moment it could be any of us. But yeah, I do think when you've won it, you're the team to beat. They've also brought in quite a few new players. They take time. Not everyone hits the ground running. We're seeing it at City with Reinders. Reinders, you can see he's trying to pass. It's not working. You can see what he's trying to do. But he doesn't know where they're going to be at what time. And, you know, he did it the other day. A good pass to Haaland, next minute we've scored, you know. But there's other times where he's passed it and it's given it to the, you know, City fans are saying, like, what are you doing? You're just giving it away. Rodri's not fully fit. So his passing is not, you know, at the level that he's used to. Even like some of our other players, you know, are struggling a little bit. But I'm not worried about City. I think they're getting better and better. We were conceding shitloads of goals last season. We've already got better defensively this season. Attacking wise, we are heavily reliant on Haaland. That needs to change. Doku is stepping up a little bit more this season. Savinho is yet to step up this season. He's doing okay last season, but he needs to step up. They need to be getting at least 20 goals between them in the league if we want to win this league, you know. 10 goals each, that's all I ask for. There's 38 games, you can get 10 goals, and if they do that, we've got a much better chance. But yeah, we'll have to see. I think it's early days. People talking about the league title in September. Come on now, like
you gotta have conversations somehow, Jan. You gotta have these
You can have a conversation, but when people are saying like Liverpool won their 5 games, they're unbeaten. They're unbeaten for 5 games. There's a difference between being unbeaten for 5 games and being unbeaten for 20 games. You know, it's not the same thing. I think the last time City won the first 5 games, we finished 4th. The last time, so that means we've. I think we did it under Pep once. Actually, I'm sure we did it under Pep once, but yeah, we haven't done it very often. You know, so. I don't know. We'll see.
This is good.
We'll see.
Yo, I love you there. Definitely Prime gonna do that. There will be no Prime's on that shit. 100%.
I'm on. Wait, I'm on what? What did I do?
Clipping up, Jan. You didn't do any. Why are you so guilty? You didn't do anything with Pat, yo. This guy, you know. Why?
No, because I wasn't paying attention. I heard my name. What
we know. We're saying Jan was saying. I know Prime's gonna clip me up, so clip this. He's talking about City winning the league. And I was like, Prime don't miss when it comes to clipping up.
Don't worry, I wouldn't do anything bad. Don't worry.
Yeah, don't do anything bad. Not me. Me and Prime go way back. You ain't doing that to me.
You're not flawless, so it's fine.
Yeah, true saying. I even saved Prime's got me at times. I'm like, I forgot I even said this shit. It's mad.
There's worse stuff that you forgot that you said. So
yeah, I know there is because even that pause was mad. I was like, yo,
he's not. Brian was a slimy nigga, man. This
Big up Canal says Bert with the Frank de Boer equivalent of 008. Hey man,
flow words.
I like my Galatasaray clean sheet stat that I
man, that's fine with Galatasaray.
Yeah, they've gone 23 European matches without a clean sheet until Liverpool walked up.
Hey man. Bert and Isak and who else and Spring Palm.
Well, that wasn't Isak, but that was the Somalian Sinogo.
That was. Are you saying Osimhen was the best African striker on the pitch? Crazy.
Bro, I would never admit that.
That was an Eritrean white Gale out there.
I would never admit that.
Come on, man, we're doing Isak slander.
Yeah, I do think with Isak though, obviously he's going to score goals. He's a great player. I do think with Isak, when you're playing for, and I said this at the start of the season, and people got onto me, you know, because I was saying that I was talking about Jack Grealish.
Because you be talking reckless, that's why people get onto you. Hey, Mike's big up for the raid as well. You acting like I don't know you. You be chatting hella reckless on here.
No.
What did you say? What did you look at the smile on your face? What did you say? I know you.
No. Honestly,
this woman can't trick me.
All that I said was that Jack Grealish playing for Everton is going to have more space than he had at City because obviously when teams play against your Cities or your Liverpools or teams like that, they don't play the same way. And people got onto me saying, no, it's no different. And I'm like, are you crazy? Are you telling me that teams play against Everton the same way that they play against City? And someone was trying to argue me down. And I'm like...
Was this on 12?
On a space. And I'm like, I don't get that. To me, that is like very obvious that it's different between, you know, you're going to have more space. That's why some of our players will leave and look like absolute world beaters playing for another team. And it's not because they were shit at City and now they're good. I do think with football, and I always say it, I do think that players are compatible with different teams. You can get a player who's brilliant, but they go to one team and they're just not it. And then they go to another team and they're the best thing. I think that happens. And it doesn't mean the players change. They could be exactly the same. But I do think I think Cole Palmer to Chelsea, 100% compatible with them. Like he really is great. He was good for City. He's great for Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? There's a difference. I don't think he's changed as a player.
I've got a perfect example of that, Jan. And also before I say this, don't let Flawless treat you like that because he treats us like that. Don't let him treat you like that.
Oh no, it's all right. Flawless is cool. I'll call his mum later.
I treat everybody equal. That's what that is.
I agree with that.
Women, no matter the race, nationality, your football team, I treat everybody the same.
No. This is not a woman thing. You're just a dickhead. That's not a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I just have to
defend myself. To be fair, Flawless is nice to women that aren't me.
Maybe that's a you thing. If I'm nice to women that are not you, maybe it's you. Huh?
It's not me. It's not me.
Go on, Prime. Say what you're gonna say.
But I heard
Go on,
what Jan was saying, and that makes sense. It's like Madueke, not good for Chelsea, but at Arsenal you find your level. You know.
Yeah. That happens.
Sometimes you have to make the step down. It happens.
No, but sometimes you just have to, even if it's a sideways step to a club that's the same sort of level, sometimes you're better there. You get on with the manager more, the players around you, you've got a better understanding. Anything can happen, you know? So,
and then
I do think...
and then sometimes you have fucking, dickheads like Alanga, where they just run around and do the same fucking thing.
Why are you calling a dickhead, bro?
You know what I'm calling at Alanga? He's sucked.
Well, we know what Alanga is.
He didn't do anything to you. He didn't do anything to you.
The thing is,
I got
Steve,
criticism all this fucking summer. Oh, Alanga's a baller, man.
Who said that? Who said Alanga's a baller?
Our fans
are idiots, man. I had a fan tell me earlier on today that Dan James was proven when we signed him. We signed him from the Championship. These things happen. Anyway, I think I'm losing my legit. Man said, "Oh, I'm down, tired of going this Prem proven route." I said, "Who did we sign that's Prem proven?" Said Dan James. I said, "Wait, did we not sign him from the Championship? So how is he Prem proven and we signed him from the Championship?"
So we have a black Dan James on our team. There you go.
Yeah, he is black Dan James. At least he's more athletic. Alam, your
I forgot Dan James existed.
People forget Alanga existed about a year.
Floor's yours, Alam. My dog.
What I mentioned that like Liverpool's never been here before. Like specific to Wirtz, what I mean about that is that like they've never bought a really expensive prospect before. Like when they bought Van Dijk, he was expensive, but he wasn't a prospect. I don't think Salah and Mane were either of the two. But the point is like I can tell they've never been here before. As a Chelsea fan, I've seen this plenty of times, and I know how delicate of a situation this is to integrate somebody with such a big price tag and all the expectations that come with that. But at the same time, they're a young player that's still early in their development in the grand scheme of things. And you have, in their case, an established team with older players that have already won something. Like there's actually a lot of little complications that come with integrating that player into that team. And they talked about this like it would be seamless and comfortable. And that's just how I know you've never done this before. And it shows. So long may it continue. This is a headache. This literally feels so much like Havertz and Werner, right? Like when Chelsea bought those two young players, and I was like, oh my God, we just got fourth place with Mount and Abraham. So we're going to put these two guys in a team that had an upward trajectory, and it's just going to work perfectly and seamlessly. And it was a complete mess for years. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
There's a few things with that as well. Like one, if you've just won the league, so say you're like, I don't know, McAllister, for example, right? Because that's the player that Liverpool fans at the moment are saying it's his space that's gone. You know, Gravenberch is a dead cert. Like, you know, that's the guy that they're saying at the moment. It's looking sticky for him, basically. A player like that, you've just won the league with this team. You've been one of the main guys in that team, and now other players are coming in, and it's like, move over, you know, we've got a shiny new car over here. Like, I'm not saying it's going to cause big problems because footballers do know that these things happen, and to continue winning, you need to
refresh.
Yeah, you do need to bring in players. You can't win the league and just keep the same team and then win the league and keep it. It doesn't work. City have learned the hard way with that recently. We haven't been signing the players we probably needed to when we won the league, and et cetera, et cetera. But it's one of them things you do have to refresh. There's parts of me that's like, I think they'll be fine. I don't think it's going to be that bad, but I do think at the same time, like you say, Liverpool's kind of strategy in recent years has kind of been to go and get the player who, they're decent players, but they're not like, if you look at some of their players that they went and got, they weren't the players that every single Prem team was chasing, and they got like a Wirtz, where everyone kind of wanted Wirtz and then they got Wirtz. It's not really been like that, and it's worked out really well for them. And even with City, it's the same thing. Like City have gone and bought players who, you know, De Bruyne was called the £60 million flop. You know, there was so many players that we bought that people were like, yeah, I'm not sure about them.
That was crazy.
No, wait, sorry, Jan, you have zoom in on that, please.
That's the actual account.
What is
By the way, that's the actual Galatasaray account.
Actually, that is take you'll never walk alone, but sometimes you
Oh
walk
my
without
God.
points. That is crazy.
No,
work.
I can't lie. You have to get your link back. You can't do this. You have to get your link.
That's good.
This is an amazing side benefit of the new format where you don't play the same club twice.
Oh,
They
yeah.
could never
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
like
you
this
can
if they were going to
play.
Anfield.
You can.
I've looked with that. That's fine.
Hey,
Oh, by the way, can I add some points?
hold on, Jess. This
Sorry, yeah,
Liverpool loss. This Liverpool
No,
loss
it's
is
okay.
brought to you by Nigeria's number 9, Osimhen.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm with you. Shout out.
Hey,
Osimhen. You're actually
African.
your thoughts on not only the Liverpool loss, but the back-to-back losses, Verts, and everything. That's the whole conversation surrounding them.
Yo, this crazy tweet. Hold on a second. No, that's another tweet. Yo, hey, yo, check the TC. Check the TC.
I just want to say, hey, Jez, your retweets be spot on, Jez. That's all I'm gonna say.
I just think
big up.
Liverpool fans are doing the whole insecure thing. Why are we still talking about Verts? It's tiring. We shouldn't be talking about him. If you want to ask me my personal opinion, I think he's going to end up being fine, and he'll end up balling out in the league.
He will.
However, slander has to run. Because when Chelsea spend 100 mil on players, or Arsenal spent 100 mil on Declan Rice, and he still gets slander. Pogba got it. Jack Grealish is still able to flop, but he won a treble in his first year. Ultimately, when you spend 100 mil on a player, it doesn't matter what you win or the stats you put up. You're still going to get criticism. So just it is what it is.
But Prime,
Liverpool are not used to you're not used to dating, a 10 out of 10 woman. You're not used to this. You're not used to spending this money on a 10 out of 10 woman. So this is what it is. Now you're just gonna have to accept that,
what
I'm
comes
trying to
with
keep
it.
PG. But
It's right.
yeah. Just gonna have to accept it. It is what it is. I think Verts will be fine. I think Isaac will be fine. I think the big thing for Verts, once Salah goes to AFCON, Verts will start balling.
But
So you reckon it's the Salah? Why would make you say that?
I just think the way Verts is, he needs the kind of space and freedom, and everything kind of falls through Salah or ends up going through Salah. So I think once Salah's at AFCON, Slot's gonna have to find a way to jig things around, and Verts will then get the freedom that he needs, and will start playing well. I think Verts is a quality player. People are getting their shots off now, which is fine.
He will be fine. The thing is, the longer this 007 thing goes on, the more pressure. The minute he scores a goal,
you gotta make sure you get that right. That's key.
008. So the longer this goes on, the more pressure he's going to be under. Once he gets a couple of goals, I think he'll be fine.
Okay. I'll be real.
What is that?
Steve, relax, man.
Hold on.
I'll be real.
The way Flawless panicked and just took everything off the street.
I'll be real.
Leave it. You don't need to see that. Relax. This guy doing too much.
All this double talk for Verts is all fun and games. But he's bagging against Chelsea, so I hate to break it to you.
Hold on.
Let's go.
I forget that shit. What is fine though? Because I think I heard the word fine used 7 times. Because that's my issue is when you sign a player for this much money, unfortunately, the level of that you have to reach to be fine is unreasonably high in most cases, right?
Pretty much.
I just want to know, what in this case, when you say Wirtz is going to be fine, just what is fine?
In regards to, I think
he'll end up being one of the best players, and he'll end up being one of the best creators in the Prem. He'll end up being one of the best 10s in the Prem.
Okay.
Of course, he's going to start slow this season, which is obviously for the money you spent, it's not acceptable. But if I take the banter aside, I understand why he would struggle the first year. So I get
it makes sense.
I expect him to take on and live up to his ability. So that's why I'm not crashing it on him. Because I can tell a bad player. I crashed it on Havertz from day one. I knew this guy was ass. But Verts, he actually is a baller. So I'm gonna refrain. I'm gonna refrain from my sort of slander.
See, that's the interesting approach.
Do you know what I would say though? Do you know what I would say with that? Because I agree with you. I think that will be good. I don't have any doubt about that. I hope that he's not good because that benefits my team, but I think he will. But it's one of them things where it's the price tag is heavy for him, for sure. But a lot of the sort of best players in the league, if you think about who the best players in the league have been, a lot of them didn't really hit the ground running. Like De Bruyne, okay, he was younger at Chelsea, but he wasn't great at Chelsea. Salah, exactly the same thing. Rodri, people wanted him sold after a couple of months at City because Rodri was that bad. You could see what he was trying to do. It just was not working. So if you look at the players, not all of them have hit the ground. There are players who have come in and hit the ground running. Haaland is an example, but Haaland's a bit of an alien, to be fair. But, you know, there is some players that have come in and hit, but a lot of them haven't.
Haaland was going to a better City team. This Liverpool team is not as good as that City team.
Yeah. But again, as well, another thing that I was talking about before.
He waited for Flawless to leave.
He waited
for Flawless.
Yo, this is actually crazy. hey, Flo's gonna take the admin powers off you.
All right, yeah. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I do think it's one of them sort of situations. I think he will be fine, but when you cost that much money, the expectation's higher. You don't get given the time that other players will get given, and it's going to happen.
No, of course.
The same
I
was saying before about Isak. Sorry, I was saying before about Isak. Like with him, he obviously is going to be good for Liverpool. I don't have a doubt about that either. But at the same time, I don't think he'll have as much space as he had at Newcastle because people don't defend. When you're playing against Liverpool, you need to defend, otherwise you're going to concede loads of goals. So he might not do as well as people are making out. Like people were saying he's going to get Haaland's numbers. I don't know. Like to me, Haaland is an alien. I think he'll score a lot of goals. I don't think he'll outscore Haaland unless Haaland gets injured. And if he does outscore Haaland, it's not going to be every year. It might be like one off season, like last year he did it, but I don't think it's going to be every single year he's outscoring him, you know. But yeah, I don't know. At this point, I said before you came on, Prime, at this point, any of City, Liverpool, Arsenal can win the league. And I don't think in September.
Well, what about Crystal Palace?
Go on, Jez. You go on.
Hold on, Jez. Oh, well, you think Arsenal can win the league? What?
So I said before you came on, but I'll re-go my reasons for each team. So for Liverpool, they've just won the league. They've obviously had a good enough squad to win the league, and then they've added to it. Slot has more experience. And all of them players, apart from the new ones, winners. They've done it before. So for that reason, Liverpool can win it. It is harder to go back to back. So whether they do it or not, I don't know. City, been there, done that. A lot of the players. Pep is Pep. So that's my reasons for City. And they have improved from last season in personnel. So I would say that City have a chance. And then Arsenal probably have, in terms of like their whole squad, they have a good enough squad to win the league. Where I think they won't do it, or they might not do it, is Arteta. I don't think Arteta can get over the line. He can prove me wrong. They've been almost there. Maybe this is their year. I don't know. But I think at the moment, any of them can win it. Whether that might change by next month, that might completely change. Man City might have dropped off by this time last year, we were top of the league, and within a month, we looked like we weren't even going to, make top 4. So I'm not saying it's like, we currently stand, that is what I think, but it can change, If we get to February and City are 25 points behind Liverpool and Arsenal are 10 points behind Liverpool, then Liverpool are going to win it. Do you know what I mean? It will obviously depend, but right now, I wouldn't be putting a bet on for Liverpool or Arsenal or City. Do you know what I mean?
Do you rate Arteta?
But yeah, Liverpool got a chance.
No, she doesn't rate Arteta. That's what I'm trying to figure out here.
Do you know what? I don't think Arteta is. I think he's too emotional. I think you need a balance. Yeah. Like Pep is very emotional, but Pep is also balanced.
A winner. a winner.
Yeah, I think
Importantly. He knows what to do in these moments.
Yeah, like Pep will win a game 5-0 and come out and say the other team were brilliant. Like Arteta drew with Man City in the dying seconds and then said, no one's done this to City in years. This is the same City that have been beat 4-0 by Spurs. And, you know, but no team has ever done what Arsenal did to us the other day. And I'm just thinking
Arteta's like a Spanish Trump.
Yeah, I hear
It's
that.
true. He's braggadocious and he's like narcissistic. Yeah.
And you know what it is? I think it trickles down to the players. And
yes.
then the players also have that. Like Lewis Skelly, what he was doing last season, I'm thinking you don't see Foden doing that. Foden has won countless trophies.
He's a good white
You do
boy.
not see Foden come out and do all that bullshit. The only thing Foden's ever done is called out Mbappe. And then called out Mbappe and then went and got man of the match in that game, the next game. Foden's done it before, but if Foden loses that game, he's getting trolled forever. The only reason why people didn't really get onto Foden too much is because he called out Mbappe and then dunked at him. Like that's what you need to do. So I don't know, like I think some of the behavior of them players at that time was uncalled for. If they go and win it, you can chat your shit. If Arsenal win it this year, next season you can do what he was doing.
Because they've actually like gotten over the line. There's something to be braggadocious and show off.
Because they got onto Rodri because Rodri said about the mentality. All Rodri was saying is that if City go into a game that we have to win the league, best believe we're going to try and win it. He didn't say we win every single game. He said that when we go into that game, we go to win it. He said that the other day. We're going to go to Arsenal to try and win. Because of the players we have, the injuries we have, Pep had to go more defensively than he would have because he looked at Arsenal and thought, you know what, this team's better than us. If we go at them, we could get beat. So let's not get beat. Let's try and get a goal and try and defend that goal. We were 1-0 up. If we're not 1-0 up, we're not playing like that. We only played like that because we were 1-0 up. And obviously, he wanted to get 3 points. It ended up being 1. If you'd asked me before the game, will you take a point at Arsenal away? I would have probably said yeah. So I can't be mad at it. But at the same time, it's like we're not going into that game to get a point. You know, that's not what we're doing. We're going into that game to win. And if we end up in the situation we did, where Arsenal were peppering us to an extent, then we come out with a draw. But we don't go into that game with the mentality, we'll come in here today to draw. We never do that. Even when we play like, you know, we look like we're defending or whatever, we were defending a 1-0. We weren't defending a 0-0.
Yeah. As soon as it went to 1-1, by the way, you guys launched an attack right away.
Oh yeah. They'll try and score, but then there's always the risk that you then lose it from that stage. So do you say, you know what, let's take the point. So I think there's context to it that people like to ignore when they're coming out with their stuff. But I think, and Rodri has even called out the mentality at City this season. He's even called it out because with Rodri, he's like, this is what I'm used to. This is the level that I'm used to. And you guys are not performing to that level. So when he said what he said, what Arsenal should have done is they should have come back the season after and said, we're going to prove you wrong, Rodri, and gone and won the league. But they didn't do that. Now they're saying, if we win the league this year, Rodri's wrong. Well, no, because what Rodri said 2 years ago was correct at the time. You know? So he just said, they came to the Etihad. They were better than us. They should have gone for it. City weren't great that season. We were good enough to win the league, but we weren't brilliant. They could have come, if they'd have come to the Etihad like Spurs do and gave us a game, they would have won. I don't doubt that they would have won. But they didn't. They came for a draw. They got a draw, and we ended up winning the league. So, yeah, I think Rodri was completely right. And I don't know why they try and, like, gotcha him. Like, oh, well.
Because that's what a cult.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's what a cult leader does. Because Arteta's a cult leader. It's serious. Like, what cult leaders and what people like that do, politicians and people who want to lead people and inspire people, they take stuff from the outside, no matter if it's a little criticism or a big criticism, and they frame it as an attack on their followers and them. And they use it to galvanize people. It's normal in sports. Like, coaches are leaders of men, and they need to inspire them to go to battle and shit like that. So it makes sense when Arteta takes something that they say, even though Rodri's right, he is right. Two things. Number one, the truth hurts. And number two, it hasn't been proven to be untrue since he said those comments. They haven't won anything since Rodri said those comments because what Rodri said was true, and it stands the test of time.
But you know what? And the special one in the comments that's saying City know exactly where they're at. If you actually listen,
any of your fans,
if you listen to Rodri, our fans, oh my God, our fans are crashing out. I'm having arguments with our fans. I'm telling Hamza, the most delusional Man City fan out there, is telling me we have 0% chance of winning the league. And I'm like,
because you didn't buy Rodrigo.
But the thing is, our fans are crashing out. The only thing with me is I'm not what's it called? I'm not overly emotional when it comes to football, and I'm also not
really. You're not overly emotional about no.
I'm not what's it called?
You're not new here, you know. This woman try to act brand new, you know. You're not new here, you know. We know you like very, very well. I know you before live streaming. Like what is going? We had many conversations about football before this channel was even a footballing channel. But let me go on.
I'm not. I was just gonna say I'm not reactionary in that if we lose a game,
that's true. You're not reactionary.
And if we win a game, we've won everything. So what I'm saying is, the Man City that won what we won in not even that long ago, 2023, we won a treble, right? That team. Okay, we have some players out, some players in, whatever. That team, the spine of that team, like the sort of Rodri's and De Bruyne's and stuff, they were still playing last season. We weren't great last season. We still had that same sort of spine at that time. We weren't great. The City players have come out and said we're not great. Bernardo Silva doesn't sit there and say, we're winning.
Haaland all the time. I catch Haaland sound bites all the time. He's like, I might have scored, but we didn't win, so who cares?
Yeah. So these players, they're well aware of our situation.
Yes, I agree.
When it comes to the reactionary takes, like, we've got no chance of winning the league, or, we're going to win everything. I just think we don't know. And this is why I'm saying I think City can win the league. I do think we can win the league. But at the same time, I'm not saying Liverpool can't. I'm not saying Arsenal can't win the league. I'm giving my reasons for why I don't think they will. But I also have reasons for why City might not win the league as well. So I'm not just there like
everybody has pros and cons.
They are blessings, but hey, Jan, let me go to just go on. Sorry, what you was gonna say? That's all good. It's all good.
Nah, because obviously, because I know you got this show coming up, so I'm gonna keep it quick in of mine.
Push that show back. Go on, get the shit off your chest. Go on.
All right, cool. Now, okay, there's two sides. Obviously, obviously Tottenham, but also Liverpool. I'm gonna stick to Liverpool because this was the conversation before that diverting to City and Arsenal. Obviously, now what everybody was saying prior, I think 100% agree in terms of how. And this goes to every big signing. Like, I don't remember a big signing where they was given what's it called time, like where they begin time from minute one and said, you know what, you have to understand the context, new league, but nobody really cares when it comes to that. Every big signing was getting that. Caicedo was probably one of the biggest examples where the guy was playing in the league, so you would have thought he can actually adapt to Chelsea immediately, but it wasn't happening. And he was getting cooked for it. And now we talk about Caicedo being one of the best midfielders in the world, let alone the league. So I feel like, do I think Vert can be a better player than he is shown right now? Yes. But there's something I've been talking about in the summer where Liverpool have never played with a 10 before. The last time I think Liverpool played with a 10 was Coutinho. And I feel like
that's like a decade ago almost.
Yeah, Ches, you remember
pretty much.
Coutinho played
No,
left wing too.
no, he did, but he also naturally is also somebody who can also just drift inside into the 10 role if needed. But he did play left wing, and I did. But it's funny because I did say Wirtz could play left wing potentially for Liverpool in the future, but obviously going based on the system, which I'm actually going to go that direction actually. And what I think is looking kind of why I think it's looking to Liverpool like why it's looking at the way it's looking right now. I think it's the system. I think the manager is, and let's be honest, it's been like this since the beginning of this year. It's not even just this beginning of this season. They've been poor. They've been poor since January. I don't know where the idea comes from where Liverpool only been poor this season. But last season it didn't matter because Arsenal had all the injuries. Nobody was charging them in the league. They were just better than everybody. Look like, sorry.
They were far ahead. So
the way
Yeah.
pretty much like to the point where people saying that Liverpool players were taking the season off, half of the season off, which technically was true because who was close to them in the league, and then the Champions League they got knocked out early against PSG. So it's kind of like when you're just wandering around, when you're out of the Carabao Cup, you're out of the FA Cup early as well. Nothing really to do, and I feel like this season is like when you actually just watch Liverpool play. I said this with Verz like I think 2 games in. I was saying, yo, Verz is playing the Szoboszlai role from last season. He's playing the defensive 10, running around, being the engine of the team. But why is somebody known for a creator coming into a team to become an engine? Why is that? Why is it that you bring in why is it that you're paying 110 million pounds for a creator just to play through Salah? When let's be honest, Salah, yes, he was getting the numbers last season, but it wasn't like Salah was playing great last season either. I feel like the reason why Salah plays worse even now compared to last season is because I think they're trying to not only play through Salah still, but also trying to find a way how they can still get Wirtz involved because you're supposed to get involved. So it's kind of like you're trying to you overcomplicating so many things. Remember when I also told you about the midfield issue with Liverpool and how I said McAllister can't play in the midfield?
Yeah.
You see the issue. You see the issue. Now, like, yeah, Gravenberch I think Gravenberch is a baller personally, but Gravenberch is not necessarily the type of profile where I feel like, not saying that he can't play in the midfield, but I feel like there needs to be somebody on top of that where Liverpool can control games. I don't look at a Gravenberch and say I control games. I control games with Gravenberch. Now, like he can part of the midfield. It's kind of like PSG. You have Reece, Joe Neves, and Vitinha. Vitinha is the guy that is the key factor in the team to be the control of midfield. But you have also 2 other quality midfielders on side of him to help contribute to that. So I feel like I just feel like Liverpool, yes, you bought and you guys already alluded to it. They have signed all these big guys. They've not been here before. No, they're trying to figure it out. But the reality is, you ain't got no time to figure it out, to be honest. One, because you paid a lot of money to get these players in.
Yes.
But 2, you just came off a season where you won the league. So the expectations on you to retain it. People are saying City is dead. People are saying Arsenal got Arteta as manager. So what's really stopping you from winning the league? So it's like, I can see 2 sides from the expectation, which I 100% agree with, but also the other side where I feel like the manager is getting a lot wrong right now. Like even the fullbacks, 2 fullbacks that I look at and say, you associate attacking with them. Why am I seeing Kirkus inverting into the midfield? Why am I seeing him tucking into being a third centre back? Frimpong, what was the point of getting Frimpong? I don't see what Frimpong is actually bringing to Liverpool. Like, I'm seeing him at Leverkusen be damn near a winger, wing back, being in the box, being outside, touchline and shit like that. I don't know what he's bringing to Liverpool. Or what the point was of bringing him.
Flawless. Remember, I kept saying that Liverpool will switch to a back 3 because I figured that would be the only reason it would make sense to sign Frimpong and
yes, I agree with that as well, but they didn't.
And I think that's also part of why Wirtz kind of looks bad. If you had Frimpong and Kirkes out wide, it would allow Wirtz even more time to be more central, even if he starts off the left and drifts in. But because they lack in midfield, they can't play with touchline fullbacks. They need someone to invert. But you sign fullbacks, you can't invert. Yeah, you can't invert. So, like Liverpool, it's great signing Ekitike, Wirtz, and Isak for all this big money, but you have neglected your defense and midfield. However, you could get away with it because we don't know how long it will take until City truly click and Arsenal have Arteta. So you could get away with it this year.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
But this is the thing though. You don't want to take the risk with that. So I feel like for me, I'm looking at the manager and say like, you have to start finding solutions in terms of how you want to operate. For example, like if you wanted somebody to invert into the midfield from left back, why did you not go for Aït-Nouri? Aït-Nouri would have been perfect, bro. It would have been the perfect guy.
Aït-Nouri does fit that if you want someone to invert. Yeah.
If you wanted that, I don't know what Frimpong supposed to be for Liverpool, so it's kind of hard for me to say. If you wanted somebody like Wirtz, you could have gone for Shirky. Because I remember when we had the conversation about how I do actually think Wirtz is the better player, but Shirky makes more sense because you're paying damn near 80 million less.
Mm.
You could have actually used the money to buy maybe a left winger, maybe try and see what Real Madrid is saying for Rodrigo and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's like I feel like Liverpool's like, you know, when you have so much money where you feel like, yo, fuck it, I just want to go and splash it. This is what I feel like Liverpool did.
I do think normally, like Liverpool's usual model would have gone for a Shirky because, like,
Usually
he's
they would.
now, and I mean, there's a level of pressure that you have playing for Man City or Liverpool anyway. But I think with him, like, because he didn't cost very much money, he isn't under that same pressure as Wirtz. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, he scored on his first game, so there was no 0-0 anything. But you know, it's one of them things. Not under that pressure. Like he's gonna come back.
It wasn't 0-0-8.
City are gonna obviously bring him back in slowly. They don't want to bring him in straight away. He's fit now, but they don't want to bring him in against Brentford because Pep's saying if they bring him in and he gets injured, he could be out for 4 or 5 months, and we don't want that. What City are doing this season, which we didn't do last season, is the players are kind of dictating how they feel. So, for example, Haaland came off against Arsenal. Everyone was saying, what's Pep doing? Haaland actually asked to come off. He said, I've got a sore back. Can I come off? Pep said, yeah. So it wasn't a tactical substitution. He literally was feeling pain in his back. He came off. Rodri's the same. He played 3 games in a row, and Pep was saying, whenever you feel like you might have a knock or something, we'll get you off.
You got to be done because you got
now.
There's a hell of a lot of games to play.
So he's not playing like. And last season we didn't, because of the injuries we had, we didn't have that option. Like that 14-game period where City didn't win anything, Akanji was playing injured. He was only playing injured because there was no one else. So we literally had players that were injured but still playing football. So yeah, we don't want that to happen again. I think City are being very careful about the players and how fit they are and stuff like that, which is good. To the person in the comments that says you don't have a right back, we didn't have a left back till this year. When was the last time we had a left back? We're playing.
Yeah, because your whole model was different. But hey, let me go. Hey, CP, what are you telling me, man? Floor's yours.
Actually, no. Can I before CP goes CP? Sorry, can I quickly just say about Spurs because I'm a dip, and after that's what.
Go.
Oh, you know how you were earlier saying about the Wirtz thing and expectations and stuff like that, and how I this and that. Like, I'm like, I don't know why Spurs fans are actually so mad about the performance today. Like, we still unbeaten. I think we played at 9.
You know why, Jez?
No. Like, you gotta let me land on this because it's like I'm confused. I'm personally confused if you ask me personally. Like we played the 6 Premier League, right? 6 Premier League matches, right? Mm-hmm. 6 Premier League matches, 1 Carabao Cup match, and 2 Champions League matches. That's like 9. That's 9 matches right there. We only lost 1 game. We only lost 1 game in 9 matches. Why are Spurs fans complaining now?
You know why?
I don't know because it's like for me now. I'm more like I'm saying I don't understand because did you guys see the determination the passion, the desire to come back from 2-0, 1-0, and 2-0 again in the last three games.
Yeah, of the
No. Honestly, like, let me land on that. Let me land on that because like, didn't you see all these three things here in the comebacks that we made against against the very good teams in Brighton, Wolves, and Bodo Klimt. Bodo Klimt in this period of the year where it's a very, very difficult away game, considering it's extremely freezing, it's cold, it's supposed to be raining. I've seen them watering a turf pitch when there's no need to spring that. So you can see they were trying to do all the things to rattle Spurs before the game. And I feel like considering how it's our first away game in the Champions League, I don't understand what Spurs fans are mad that we were so bad apparently today. I don't think we were bad today. I think we did what we had to do. It was not the prettiest, but I felt all things considered, considering we rotated as well. You can't forget that we rotated. It was a good performance. Don't. I'm saying this. I'm saying and I forgot as well. I ain't got no way for pro license, so I can't criticize the manager. So
Oh yeah.
So for me, like you guys last week in the weeks prior, even the guys in the preseason games as well. You guys were right. I was too early to criticize the manager, and I saw it today. I'm with you. I'm sorry for calling you guys toxic positive. The toxic positivity lot. I apologize for calling you. I apologize for calling you guys. I'm joining you lot because I'm seeing a lot of people trying to switch up on the manager now. A lot of people trying to switch up on the manager now for the last three performances. I mean personally since preseason, but I was wrong back then. I wanted Ange back apparently. So now I don't want to be with them guys no more. Like, don't join my tone. Like now I'm switching to the other side. I don't want to be with you weirdos no more. I'm with the positive. Yeah. I'm with the toxic positive lot now. I think we're unbeaten. We're unbeaten in that. We only one loss in 9 matches. I think the team has shown their consistency in being able to score goals. Yeah, it's hard. But we shown character. We shown winners' mentality, in my opinion, by being able to come back. So yeah, and Frank, give him time. That's what I said. Give him time. So it's what it is, man.
Yo, that guy you scored.
Let me go to CP, man. I know you want to.
But yeah, big up, yeah.
Big up, Jazz, every single time, man. Blessings, fam. But you telling me CP?
I'll be frank. There's too much niceness going on. I don't know what this kumbaya, my lord, with this Liverpool lot is. Oh, like I understand where they're coming from. You know what I want to do? Welcome to being a big club in the 21st century. We know you won your Champions League and shit in the 20th. Welcome to the 21st century. Because when we bought people like Torres, like Chichenko, like Lukaku, when we just won a Champions League that summer, then we bought Lukaku, who had won a league with Inter Milan, and they hadn't won a league since Mourinho won a treble. And we bought him for 100 million. He was judged on literally game week 1. When we got Caicedo, and Caicedo, by the way, when we stole him from you lot, you guys were making fun of him when he slipped in West Ham and caused a penalty, and we drew that.
Remember,
game,
made fun of his mother. They made fun of his mother.
Yeah. They made fun of his mother. Yeah, exactly. So now we need context. Now we need context. Now we need context because you know what I hate the most about Liverpool fans? They're the rich people who act like broke bitches, and that's the shit I hate the most. Yeah. Because they always do this woe is me.
Yeah.
If you said you are the people who are the most successful team in England. No, you're the biggest club in England. You have the most followers now. Hussam keeps on telling in the world in terms of the second most after Manchester United. So welcome to finally being why is it always woe is me when it's Liverpool? When Liverpool spend money, we're doing it the right way. But when United, Arsenal, Chelsea, and City spend money, we are doing it in nefarious ways through oil money or whatever you want to say it as is, right? But with these guys, we're the pure of heart. You know what they act like? They act like they have no sins, but we know what's underneath the cover sheets. Like what the fuck's going on? And And now we can't. Why can't we criticize Florian Wirtz? Didn't he just win? Was unbeaten with Xabi Alonso? No, wasn't everyone glazing him because he was doing so well? Wasn't him and Musiala looking great in the Euros when we have the German manager? Oh my God, these 2 10s are cooking. I can't wait for Germany. So now why can't we criticize him? Man can't even make a forward pass.
I mean, you can.
Honestly, what is the difference?
That's why I didn't.
And if you watch some Chelsea games, what is the difference between Wirtz and Buonanotte? What is the fucking difference? Honestly, because you know what Buonanotte does? You know what I called him? I called him the Argentinian Odegaard. You know what he does? He keeps possession. No, because you know what he's doing? I'll be honest. He keeps possession. He's not losing possession, but he's not creative at all. He doesn't want to play the risky pass. And that's what I'm seeing with Wirtz too a little bit. But we can't criticize him because it's Liverpool, because he's joined Liverpool. So we can't criticize him, guys. Let's create a Liverpool. But at the same time, they want us to tell. They also want to say they're a big club, but then we got to treat them like they're fucking Brighton. What is this? Choose what you want to be. You know how. This is what I don't get. I'll use Husam's analogies. Where the whatever the fucking sheep in the tree or whatever fuck shit monkey in the tree,
leopard in the tree or something,
leopard in the tree or jaguar in the tree. Okay, but why be a leopard in the tree? Why are you that? Aren't you the kings of England? So be the lion in the Sahara. What the fuck are you doing? Come on, be proud. Have your lion's mane. Come on, roar. What are we doing? Why are we hiding? Why are we being the agile hiding cat? Aren't you supposed to be the biggest, best, and most successful team in England? So act like it.
Yeah.
Man's acting like they're 7'1" Shaq, but pretending like dunking is a big deal. What the fuck are we doing?
But that's the thing though.
Hey, I hear you. Hey, trust me, man. I hear you on it, ZP, man. Do your thing. I hear you.
But I think as well, like, for me as a football fan, I keep the same energy for City as I do for other teams. So for me, if I see a player and they come in, I know, like I say every season when we sign players, I'm going to give them a bit of time. I'm not judging a player off their first season because I know under Pep, it can take some time. But I also wasn't the one who was saying Jack Grealish is a flop. So this is the thing. The fans who were saying Jack Grealish is a flop now want time for Wirtz.
Yep.
But they didn't give time to Caicedo, or they didn't give time to Lukaku. They didn't give time to these players. But now, and Liverpool fans are some of the biggest
hypocrites.
Like, yeah, they are some of the biggest, this player's a flop. This player's a flop. That player.
Just like Arsenal fans, man. Arsenal fans wanted to call Lukaku a donkey, but apparently we have to give Gyökeres time. No, Gyökeres is a donkey as well. Yeah.
But to be fair to City fans, there are a lot of reactionary City fans. There are, but
there's a lot of reactionary fans. Period. To be honest, the ball.
Yeah, just any team, anywhere, any sport.
Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of it. You know?
But they will normally keep it consistent. Like Hamza, for example, is reactionary, but he's reactionary with City as well. Like he is just as reactionary now for City as he is for everything else. So I think the only difference between us is, with our fan base, the majority, you do obviously get some idiots in every fan base who are just completely irrational, but I think City fans, like, they will hold that same energy for us as they do for other teams. You know what I mean? And now the City fans who are saying Wirtz is a flop is basically retaliation for what they went through with Jack Grealish.
Yep.
So that's where it's coming from. So that's why I'm like, I hear it. If people are slagging him off, when you come in at that price tag, from experience, when we've signed players for big fees, they've not had that time to bed in. So it is what it is.
No time. That's why I said I agree with CP. But that's why I always say
being a big club in the 21st century. Thank you for all the leagues and Champions League you won in 20th. Welcome to the 21st century.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. We all have to go. It pains me to agree with CP on anything, but like heavy is the head that wears the crown. To be honest, like you can't. There's no time. You're not 100 million and it's give him time and you're the level you're at. Because I think where everybody's in agreement that Wirtz is a very talented player. Everyone who's criticized him, I've never heard anyone say, oh, he's terrible, like as a player. So you're a quality player. going into a quality team with a quality manager. Tell me about the league, because that wasn't the conversation beforehand. Like, this is not what we're doing, like, at all.
And
You have
Ekatike came
arguably-
from the same league. They're on the same time.
Yeah, like, this is not, and that's for everything, but especially in the situation that he's in, that's for any expensive player going to any big club. But hey, man,
back to the comments, right? Because I agree. I don't think Jack Grealish was an £100 million player, but I don't think he ever
you think he was a flop?
The reason,
Jan, do you think he would you class him as a flop?
but Jack, I don't think you can come in, win a treble, and be a 100%.
I agree with you. I don't think he was a flop for you.
I agree. He wasn't good enough for City. His time at City was not good enough. He didn't level that people tried to reach. He didn't. And I'm not going to sit here. I'm not.
Hold on. Sorry, Jan. What's wrong with you, Steve?
What's going? That's me and Prime agreeing. What happened?
Flowers he's doing that smile thing. It just says Flowers funny. Oh, I don't think it was
in regards to it. Yeah, Jason, people do peak different ages, but this was not the go back and check the conversation before Wirtz played.
Sorry to cut you off, Jan. Can I give you someone who was German, played Cam, and was from the same team? Welcome to Kai Havertz in 2021.
I was gonna say,
remember when Real Madrid was in for Kai Havertz and Chelsea stole him, and that's why it was a big deal, and people rated Kai Havertz? And what did the rest of the league do? Oh my God, he's a donkey. Look, he didn't play. The only reason he didn't get even more criticism is because we won the Champions League and he scored the winning goal.
I remember Ram. You know Rams. He wanted Havertz at Liverpool. He was a big Havertz fan. Chelsea signed him. And he's the one and he's the one that started this shy Havertz bullshit in the first season.
And plus, once again, Leverkusen, German, played Cam. But we can criticize Kai Havertz when he joined for 72 million.
Criticize Werner, by the way.
And they joined around the same time, the same age, 21.
Remember Werner? No one gave Werner the context. He scored 10 double digits offside goals. No one gave Werner context. Yeah. No one cared.
Yeah.
So
but that's the thing. This is what I was saying about Jack Grealish. Like, I don't think Jack Grealish was a success at City, but I don't think he was a flop. I think it's somewhere in the middle. Like, for what he cost, he did not live up to that price tag.
And you said he contributed to a treble. You contribute to a treble. It's hard to say you're a flop.
However, what I would say with Jack Grealish is Grealish was never an £100 million player. He was an English Premier League player that Aston Villa did not want to sell. So when City went to buy him, they slapped a £100 million price tag on him. So we had to pay £100 million. When they were getting Wirtz, they weren't saying, "Oh, he's not a £100 million player. We're just buying him because of this." They were saying this is an £100 million player that could rival De Bruyne. That's what they were saying. So I think it's just one of the. I think with Jack, I'm not going to say he's a success, but I'm also not going to say he's a flop. He's somewhere in the middle, and
that's fair. I fully hear that. And to Eddie, now how the Chelsea lot sound to you is how you sound to us when you try to claim, "Oh, I'm a victim," and and all this type of stuff.
I'm not saying that we shouldn't criticize my players. I'm comparing how we were criticized. So keep the same energy. That's what I'm saying. Just keep the same energy, Liverpool fans. You criticize our players, so we should be able to criticize yours. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, how about everybody just shut the fuck up and win football games? How about that?
All right, and on that
did Benfica do that today? Sorry. Did Benfica do that today? Did Benfica do that today? I just wondering.
Yeah, Benfica can't do that today. So guess what?
Hold that.
So unnecessary.
I'll just shut the fuck up then. That's fine.
I wasn't gonna say all that. That's a bit extreme. I wouldn't say that. I'd say a lot to you, Steve. I won't tell you shut the fuck up. That's a bit much. Well, you lot run up the likes.
Steve, why are you drinking milk? Never mind.
This is part of the Steve lore. Yeah.
All right, man. Hey, right. You lot. Can I close out the show, please? All right. Okay. All right. Let me close out this damn show, because I know these like ain't gonna let me close. So, people, big up to everyone that's locked in. Shouts to everyone. We're redirecting over to the Bayesian show. The next show is your favorite show, Vader, outside of the show that me and you do. So, your favorite show that you're not on the channel is that's the show. Your favorite show, Vader. It's the United Liverpool podcast, Barbados edition, featuring Bayesian Reds TV people. So That is the next show. I'm going to click it to go live in a second. It's going to redirect you straight over there. Before you do, though, make sure you run up the likes and hit the subscribe button here, please. Make sure go subscribe to the Clips channel, Sarcasm City TV Clips. Subscribe to both Alam's channels as well, Toronto Hoop Talk and In the Motion Football People. All links are underneath in the description for all the channels I just named anyway. So big up to everyone that has locked in. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Ridiculous persecution, flawless is different when I'm involved. So how come it's not ridiculous persecution of Verts? Some Liverpool fans would say that. See, it's all about perspective. But anyways,
and when
we're closing out.
Sorry, I just want to say on what they were saying about Jack Grealish already being a Prem player. So is Isak. Yeah. But if Isak goes and scores 5 goals, it's going to be the same thing.
There, Yan. You got him there with the fucking bars,
so it is what it is.
Hey, that's a good counter, that, Yan. You know what, Yan? I'm going to use that and I'm going to quote you when I use that.
Yeah, swinging back with the fucking...
Also, flawless, on back again, when Troops is defending Gyökeres and saying, what did we create for him? Remind him that he was making fun of Lukaku at Chelsea. I've got receipts. If he wants to chat, I've got receipts.
He being shameless. He knows what you can tell by the smile on his face when he's saying what he's saying. Troops knows what it is. Because notice how he did you see where he ducked the super chat of when someone said who's better, Gyökeres or Mattel?
Yeah. No, but you tell him Prime has receipts, so don't chat shit.
He knows that they be like, oh, Prime's a prick. I know he has did it there and all this. But yeah, we know. Like we know what it is with Troops, But people, we're closing out. Big love to everyone that's locked in. Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. We have to bring back the Q&As midweek as well as the weekends as well, people. So I'll figure that out. So yeah, we're redirecting straight over to the Beige and Red show, people. Man United Liverpool podcast will be there. Barnes will be there. Pops will be there. I think Crab's not got his running shoes on no more, so he'll be there as well, people. So run up the likes, hit the subscribe button over there. But this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you lot in a couple minutes.